So you've just found out flood insurance is required on this property. You know your bank's requirements now, but how much flood insurance do you really need on these buildings? That's what we're breaking down in today's video. So let's get started. But before we do, I need you to hit share, subscribe, and like the channel below so others can find the same valuable content we're about to share with you. So you're purchasing one of these properties for $400,000, but the bank's only requiring $250,000, which is awesome. But there's a gap here. So how much flood insurance do you really need on these real estate investment properties? That's what we're talking about today. In order to understand this though, we've got to understand, hey, what is the true replacement cost of this property? How is that determined? Look at things like whether it's frame, whether it's brick, square footage of a property, foundation type, whether it's a walkout basement, a full basement, how many floors it is. All these things, and typically across the country, what we see on average that people are using anywhere from $150 to $200 a square foot to determine this replacement cost. Basically, take that, calculate it towards your square footage, and you've got a pretty good idea of what the replacement cost is going to be there. Once you have this replacement cost, then you have an idea of what you actually need to replace the building. You may think to yourself, well, why can't I just take what the bank's requiring? You absolutely can, but typically this will default the policy to an actual cash value policy if you're not careful. This means if it's only a $250,000 policy, you may only get $200,000. That's why insuring these rental investment properties for replacement costs, or at least up to 80% of replacement cost, is a vital role. And I'll tell you a story. We had a real estate investor, St. Louis, Missouri, decided not to insure for replacement costs. They ended up on a gap of almost $500,000 per building. They ended up having to take out a $2.5 million SBA disaster loan to cover the difference and put them in a real bind. But going up to that next coverage amount was cost them a couple $100 extra per building per year. It really wasn't that much. So this is just one reason why, as a real estate investor, you want to make sure you're insuring for replacement cost, not the actual cash value and not what your bank's requiring. Now, some banks will require replacement costs. If you're dealing with a private lender, they may actually require you to get full replacement costs. But your bank's going to require one thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what you need. What you really need is what's called replacement cost. Now, an appraisal, because replacement cost is a huge rate driver, and one of our next videos, we're going to talk about that and other factors that actually impact flood insurance rates for real estate investing properties. But before we jump over to that video, I need you to hit share, subscribe, and like the channel below. And if you're ready to take the next steps to go ahead and getting a quote as a real estate investor, it's pretty simple. Step 1, fill out the form on our website. Step 2, connect with myself or one of our flood risk advisors. And step 3, finalize your policy. It's that simple to protecting your real estate investment property. Thank you.